Hello, welcome back to Let's Create with me, Rosalie. And today we're going to do the platter of the Lazy Susan. So what you need to do, because it's probably filthy as heck, I got myself a cotton swab or a pad with some alcohol in it. It's 91% proof alcohol that's inside my bottle, but you could use, 75, 50%, as long as you're cleaning it. Ooh, see, look at that. See how dirty that is? Get another clean swab, some more alcohol. Clean, clean, clean. So for this part right now, we're just going to paint the platter. Do the sides of the platter too, because gotta paint that. You don't have to do the bottom, but you have to do the sides. Yep. Bought this. This is an old microwave dish of mine. I have one somewhere. I don't know where it's at. But my old microwave dish, I'd already created that decoupage. This one's going to be a Christmas themed decoupage. Okay, that should be good. Unless you want to make sure again, because you want to start off with a clean slate. Or a clean platter. Here we go. Now if you do wash this with like dish detergent, you still need to use the alcohol and the cotton swab, because it'll help remove any traces of detergent that you might not have gotten out when you first after you had washed this, or once you had rinsed this. Okay, it's pretty much clean now. It's kind of disgusting. Okay, so I'm gonna use this apple barrel white and matte acrylic paint. You can use gloss, you can use anything as long as it's white, because it'll help make our napkin disappear and all you'll see is like the design. So white is what you need. And I'm using a pouncer, because one, I like the pouncer better than the brush. Because it doesn't, whenever I try to use a brush, the paint seems to come off for me. I don't know why. And this will need at the minimum 2 coats, the most probably 3. Just be liberal with the paint, just don't be heavy-handed with it. And as I'm going from the outside in, so as I'm doing the inside, I gotta make sure that I'm also painting the edge of this platter, like right there, making sure that there's paint there. Okay, don't worry about paints that get over here, it'll come off. And there's like a groove over here and then a dip right there. Make sure that you have that well covered also. Yeah, don't be concerned too much about this part. We'll just go around first. Just making sure that you get a good coverage on your edge. Hold the platter from the bottom and get your sides really well. And don't fret if you miss a spot. You'll get it on your second coating. But you just got to make sure that you let this paint dry really well. It'll feel dry in about 10-15 minutes, but I would leave it go for about an hour or two. Okay, the first coat is done. The second coat I'll do off camera, and I'll see you when it's ready for the napkin to be decoupage on it. Okay, so I'll see you later. Hello, welcome back to Let's Create with me, Rosalie. And as you can see, I've laid out the napkins, the decorative napkins that I want to use on this platter. I have these things just to keep it from blowing from me, and I wanted to show you the bowl. So it's done now. I put 2 coats of white paint on the inside, but as you could tell, what happened with the first coat was that I wanted it to dry really quickly, so I put it in front of my little miniature fan, and so the first coat cracked. So the second coat I put in, since the first coat had cracked, the second coat had cracked also. But that's okay. It's just the bottom of the vase. No one will see it. All they'll see is the nice little decoration out front. But as you could, there's some areas where the napkin didn't hold, so you'll see like little, what looks like bubbles. But it's hard to kind of decorate a napkin that's in this shape. It's easier if it would have been flat, but you know, this bowl would just make a really nice base. None of this will be shown because it'll be covered with the platter. So then I have to clean it up right here prior to resining it, putting any resin on it, and then I'm going to put a tape, painter's tape, because I need to put resin here and I don't need resin to go onto the bowl itself. So this is done, so I'll set that aside. And for this one, I laid it out how I want to do it, the napkins. But I'm going to have to remove it because you have to start with your centerpiece, because everything will go from your centerpiece. If you started with the edges and put your centerpiece on, your centerpiece might be off center. So you have to start with your centerpiece. So I'm going to put these off to the side, and hopefully the way that you see them here is the way I'm going to set them in the areas where I want them. Okay, so hold on for that. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. So we're going to start like I said, with our centerpiece. This napkin, I purchased it at Home Goods about 3 years ago. And this is a 3-ply napkins, which means it's got a decorative, the decorative part, and 2 white napkins right here. There's the 1 layer of white and the second layer of white. So your napkin should be see-through, just like this. If it's a little bit like that, that means there's still another layer. But this is, like I said, this is a 3-ply, and right over here I believe is the center. Don't worry about that there's white there. It'll get lost as the background, because like I said, that's what's nice about using the same background napkin, is because it'll get absorbed in the background. So I'm going to put my glue on it, which is the Mod Podge satin. You can use dishwasher safe. You could use gloss matte. I'll be using glitter on this. I will sprinkle it with some of this. Would be nice if you can see it. This glitter, which I purchased at Walmart. So this kind of hides in the background, and it just sparkles whenever the light hits it. I love this glitter. So, but let's get started with our centerpiece. So I'm gonna put some glue where I think the center is going to go. Sorry, I thought I was filming. But anyway, I did this part apparently off camera. Only me. But anyway, just start from the inside and work your way out. Work really well on the inside edges. Put a nice bead of glue, and nice bead of glue on the top edge, and then over on the outer edge. Okay, so which way am I gonna go? Let's start. Turn it this way. I think nope, I need some glue over here. And make sure your glue isn't lumpy, because it will dry lumpy. If you have any lumpy glue, remove it right away with your brush. Brush it flat. This one must need a little bit more glue over here, because it is not sticking. Just make sure you don't have any paper that's sticking up. Okay, let's see. Can you guys see me? Because I know my camera have to be in a certain position for you guys to see this. I need it right there. Put some glue. Brush the glue on. Just like this. Are you guys able to see me? And pull it up. I have to kind of hurry because the fan, my ceiling fan, is drying my glue real quick. See it right here? There's like a missing piece of the leaf. It's actually this part right there. So I'm just going to connect those two. And that's how. Okay. Let's get our I forgot to put glue over here. So I have to put glue on this side. Work your way from the inside out. And then where there's missing glue, just lift up your napkin, put some there. Take your little piece of saran wrap. Just do it like that. Got this side. Okay, my camera didn't shut you off again. Of course, that was probably my fault. I probably forgot to press play or record. Told you guys I am not technologically savvy. Okay, just flatten out some more of your glue. And any napkin that's sticking up. I think I got it all, except over here. It's Loki's hair. It gets everywhere. I'm not even painting. Make sure nothing gets on your, none of those bit part of napkin gets on your piece. Got a lumpy glue there. Let's go in like this. Just like that. And get rid of Loki hairs. Oh, I think that one was my hair. Can't always blame Loki for everything, I guess. Oops. Okay. Am I in frame? Inside out. This helps what you call that, lay the napkin down that are sticking up. And pay close attention to the inside edge. And the outside edge. How's it looking to you guys? Looks nice, huh? Ooh. Now the other centerpiece. Though I have some lumpy glue there. Right here. Okay, a little bit closer to here. Okay. Oh, no, that covers the tree too much. Okay, there we go. Well, it's basically done. You could just leave it like this, and then, or you could add more in the spaces that you think of, like this can go here, or half of it. It doesn't have to always go all in one. Like some of it can go here, or you can even add your little pieces like this of berries. You could add them here, here, or this. Oh, you guys can't see it. This would go well right here. And it doesn't matter if it overlaps on red, it'll just be darker there and it would still turn out okay. So let's do it. Let's do this one there just to show you, because I am planning on covering just about all the parts, just about all of them. The ones that are really too open, I would put something more in there to kind of help it out. Make sure you put it where you want it to be. That's where I want it. And don't worry if we have these. Once this glue dries, it will I will file it off with a sanding block or a nail file block. Some of my glue is still a little bit thick in some areas. So, should have put this. Okay. Now over there, it looks like it's missing a green. I would go ahead and put a little piece of green, little tiny piece of green leaf there, like cut off something from here, from your other pieces, and cover that. Maybe. Just, oops. Just like that. Look at that. Now that's covered. Now if you want something else over here, just take a little piece. Yeah, tearing that one apart. I don't want to tear it too much apart. Because I want to keep it. See, that's all you got to do is just cover it with bits and pieces. Okie dokie. Let me go over on this side. This needs covered. I've set where I wanted to put the pieces that I cut up and get ready to glue them on there. Let's get you to in focus. I forgot that I added this little small leaf over here. Put that on there first. There we go. That completes that part. Forgot that I have my ceiling fan on, so it's causing the... Where did my... Oh, there it is. Could have been a snake that have bit me. My doggies are trying to scratch to get in. Like I said, it's okay if you overlap the napkin color. It'll just be darker. Okay, hope you guys can see me. Okay, inside out. It'll just create like a shadow effect. I am not worried about that at all. Okay, I'm going to turn it over this way where the other pieces that I cut. Okay. There's something in my glue, and it's actually here. Piece of paper, all gone. Oh, forgot to put glue over here. Don't forget your glue. Let's turn it around so you could see. Try not to touch the wet glue part. So we're gonna do it like this. Just right there. Okay. Last one. Pretty sure need to put more on this side. There we go. Flip the napkin over and then brush it. Okay, there we go. So the next thing that needs to be done is let this dry for about an hour or so, and then I'm going to coat it with some more Mod Podge. So I'll see you in a little bit, and we'll finish this off. Okay? See you in a bit. Oh, excuse me. See you in a bit. Now I'm back. The piece is dried enough for me to be able to handle it without any part of the napkin lifting. I did add more certain to other small pieces so that there's no open space, and you can see right there. So I think it turned out beautifully. So now I'm going to add a coat of, there's some more here. A coat of, make sure, like these little things they're getting on my nerves. That's because the fan is blowing. But you have to remove any debris that's on your beautiful little piece here. Low-key hair there. Look at that. Low-key hair. You don't want those being take a little bit of napkin, lint-free napkin, and just wipe it. Like that. Well, what do you guys think about it? Turned out really nice, didn't it? So this is the last part for part one of this video. Part two will be resining the two pieces and then putting them together. Now if you wanted to, you could have taken the white pieces. Just make sure that you're taking the correct one and put more of it, but the paint just covered up the lines of the napkin. That's why you want to make sure you tear the napkin instead of cutting it with a scissor. That way it won't show those hard lines. And don't worry about the Mod Podge, this glue. It does dry clear. So I'm trying to put glue on the upper piece first because I want to put the glitter on it while the glue is still wet. That way it'll dry with the glue. I'm not even going to open the top. I'm just going to sprinkle what's on there already. Even just a little bit will come out. That should be good. Then I'm going to take some more glue and help it get glued in with the napkin. Just like that. You don't have to put too much on it because you've already added some of it. But you just got to make sure that you don't have clumps of glue that will dry. It will dry clear, but you could still see the lump. And sometimes it might dry yellow too, so that's why you don't want glue pulling. You want it done nicely. And don't forget your ridges, your inner ridges. Make sure got your glue on there. Your outer ridges. Just like that. And then let it dry and cure overnight. Make sure to cover it, especially if you have your ceiling fan on. That way no doggy hair will go in it. Okay, I believe that's it. I'm just going to smooth out some of my clumpy glue. And that is it for this part. Part 1 of part 2. Well, I hope you enjoyed this piece. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe to my channel. It is free. And I hope to see you all again soon. And as with anything else, all my art pieces are for sale. If you're interested in this one, my contact information will be in the description below. So Until the next creation, I'll see you then. Bye.